Okay, let's get right into it. Let's do a real life example of a property. So at this point, it's been identified that this may be a good opportunity to flip. Now we need to confirm if that's true or not. And the way we do that is by evaluating its after repair value using the property comparables we choose. Then also deciphering what the scope of work will be. So here at the top line, here's our subject property. This is a property that New Era had already bought, but still we'll do the example here with it. It's 24 Woodlawn Ave in Waterford. It is 0.14 acres. It's a ranch. It's 1,052 above grade square footage. It's a 3-1 built in 49, and it has an attached garage. So, if you guys remember in the last module, what are the comp criteria? To go back and review, you need location. So location should be within half a mile to a mile. You should avoid crossing major highways, roads, or drastically different neighborhoods. You want the home size to be similar in square footage. So you want it to be within 10 to 15%. You'd like your lot size to be around the same of the subject property. You need the same architectural style, but also homes that are built within, about 25 years of each other. You are looking for homes with the same number of bedrooms or bathrooms, or at least very similar configurations. Keep in mind, you want to try and keep the same bed-bath ratio, and if you are using comps that have additional beds or baths, understanding it's not going to output the ARV won't be an apples-to-apples comparison. And rather, you may need to think about adding the bed or adding the bath. Finally, in terms of our property comparables, we want to look at the comp conditions. We want to look for properties that are going to be similar in condition to what our final rehab will be. If you're planning on doing a full renovation, compare against homes that were recently updated or renovated. I'll also say that the condition of the comps will tell you what you need to do. So rather than you going in having an idea of what you'd like to do to the property, what the renovations will entail. Rather, look at the comps and go the other way. The comps will tell you what you need to do. So I'll go back a slide here. Basically, I put all these criteria directly into the search bar. So we're 1,000 square feet. So I want ranches that are going to be between 850 and 1150 square feet. We're a 3-1, so what I've done is I put bedrooms at max bedrooms 4, max bathrooms 2. Again, we're going to try and use comps that are exactly the same ratio, but I'll keep it open because if all the comps are showing that they all are 3-bed, 1.5 bath, it's good for me to at least identify that ahead of time so I know I'm looking for a place to add a half bath. Here at the bottom for acres, we're I think 0.22 acres, so I've put a max acreage of a property at half. So we're going to go into view results. Okay, so here are all the comps that meet those criteria. So what I like to do first, let's pick the comps that are going to be exactly the same specs in terms of beds and baths. So here's our subject property. Let's just click on here's beds. So we have 3-bed, 1 bath, 3-bed, 1 bath, 3-bed, 1 bath, 3-bed, 1 bath. Great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to filter it to just show what we've selected here. All right. Now that we've identified these 4 as properties that have exactly the same bed-bath ratio, going back to the location, we want to avoid crossing major highways, major roads, and drastically different neighborhoods. So what I'll usually do is come up here to show the map. And as you see here you have your major road. It's pretty easy to see, Boston Post. And all of our comps are on the same side of it, so it checks the box for that. So now what we'll do is want to make sure that they're all ranches, which they are. We also want to ensure that they were built within 25 years of us. So here's our property built in 1949, 57, 54, 55, 50, check, 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 check. Great, these look like good comps. Now what we want to do is we want to look at the condition of each and get a feel of, if there's an outlier, Can we take it out? Maybe a property that is just more distressed than the rest, but also kind of looking at their price point. So it looks like they're all around the same age. So I'd imagine most of these are going to look about the same. We start up here. As you see, it looks like the property's in decent shape. The kitchen is not new. This is not updated cabinets, but it's a clean property. Bathrooms aren't really new either, but overall clean property. We'll use that as a comp. You look here, you got exterior, looks good. So that's one comp. So I'm going to uncheck. Oops. Sorry guys, let me go back. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Good. Okay, if it doesn't meet the requirement, I'll just unselect it on here. But going to the next property, exterior looks nice. Landscape in the front looks nice. Landscape in the back, you got these pavers. It needs a little bit of work, but decent. I mean, the condition of the siding is actually not great, so that's good to keep in mind. But it's pretty clean from the front. Clean property. Shaker cabinets may not be brand new, but updated. You know, looks clean. So I would say we use this as a comp. Let's go down to here. 12 Lark. Exterior is fine, very basic, but okay. Floors are fine, paint's good. You know, shaker style, little outdated. You know, we could use this as a comp. Finished basement. You know, clean. We can use this as a comp. Doesn't look terrible. So we can use that. Again, as we're doing this, I'm taking mental notes of, okay, when we do our property, what sort of finishes do we have to use? You know, 12 Lark Street didn't have great finishes. Norman didn't have an upgraded bathroom. Mackenzie the exterior was okay, the interior was nice. Then One Hamel, this looks renovated. So you got, you know, new grass, looks like new siding, or at least painted siding, new floors, although I don't like how you go from dark walnut to like a, you know, a light brown here. I like everything to be uniform, but as you see, new cabinets, updated appliances, you know, there's a renovated home. Unfinished basement, you look at the mechanicals look new. So this is another really good comp. So what we would do essentially is, now that we've said, okay, we think all four of these are good comps. One thing to keep in mind here, look at these days on market. That's a really good sign. It's a great area. So that what this number means is from the time it was listed to the time it got under contract. So 4 days, 1 day, 4 days, 7 days, great. I love also living in this lower price point as well. So what we'll do then is we'll pull up our spreadsheet. I've already done this for you guys. In this example, I've already kind of pre-populated, but essentially, you just pre-populate this information all the way across. Input everything it's asking, and it's going to output your ARV. It's as simple as that. So it takes all the adjusting and the guesswork is done for you. So that is now that we've identified our subject ARV, which is 345. Now let's look back at the comps and develop what our scope of work needs to be.